Okay. Welcome to Chris Lucci Charity Initiative Giving Life a Meaning. Happy Friday to everyone. How is everyone doing? It is another Friday to behold. Thank God it's Friday. Who is here with me? How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. It is our another Friday to behold. For the people that are already in their summer break, happy summer to you all. We have a diverse community, so we'll try to recognize every person. How is everyone doing? Facebook will say, "What's in your mind?" So, what is in your mind? What's in your mind? The title we have here it's Children's Day Reflection. Meanwhile, we are on our three channels. Chris Lucci Initiative with double C. Chris Lucci Initiative TV. That's our YouTube. And then, hooray, on my profile, Oluchi POB. Yeah. We just want to wave to that platform, that profile. Trying to manage all this, it's what it is. So we just try to, yeah, say hi to that platform today. My personal profile. So at Chris Lucci, I mean at Oluchi or P Obi, I have bunch of friend requests there. I do not accept friend requests again. I've even tried to take down, like remove a whole lot there because you can be part of what you don't manage. I could barely post there. I could barely do anything there again. So I am no longer accepting friend requests. And I am still going to take, like, reduce it, even if it's 500, and then make it private, because I can manage that again, like, as it should. Okay. No need just having people, almost 3,000 people, just for nothing. I mean, I do share, but oftentimes I do go weeks that I don't share there. So what's the need having people there? So what I tell the people, join the platform, join our community platform where we are giving life a meaning. Join our community platform at Chris Lucci Charity Initiative. Tag that, Chris Lucci Charity Initiative. Join our platform at Chris Lucci Initiative. Chris Lucci with double C Initiative. Okay. Yeah, join there. Leave Oluchi Obi. That's profile. Leave Oluchi Obi. I barely go there. I only just wish to share and then switch back to share to charity, switch back to do all of those. So I barely have time for Oluchi Obi. Okay. But thank God we have another platform, right? We can still share to allow it to let it uh still exist. But anyways, we see you. Okay. We see you, Mother Eten. Greetings to you. How are you doing? And happy Friday. How is the family? And we see you, Miss Ogechi. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. I hope family is doing good. And I cite you, Miss Goodness Chukwemeka. How are you doing? Greetings to you and happy Friday. How is the family? I sight you, Mother Ikolua. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you and welcome to our live program. It is another beautiful Friday to behold, another live program to behold, right? And we sight you, Miss Esther. How are you doing, ma'am? Welcome to our live program. I haven't seen you on live program. Oh, is it just my my size? But anyway, it's so beautiful to have you. Welcome. And we see you all. We see you all. We see you all. Miss Purity Mandy just hopped in. We see you. Greetings to you, ma'am, and happy Friday to you. How is mom doing? I see mom. I see mom just going it all on that 12. We give God every glory. We are so thankful to God on behalf of mom. I saw her videos. They were all beautiful to behold. They made my year. Those videos made my year. I'm so thankful to God. May his name forever be praised. May God's name forever be praised. So thank you all. Thank you all. It's been a while. How is everyone doing, right? How is everyone doing? We haven't done video for some time, right? And I was actually going to still do audio today, but because I want to make some announcements and I have to show face, right? Uh, to do that, I really went back and forth, you know. And someone was like, "Oh, why do you stop?" No, not why do you stop. I think they said, "You've been doing audio. This is what you've been doing audio or something." I can't remember, you know. And to me, I was getting normal. I was getting used to it. And what matters is the message, not me. I'm not my face. What matters is the message, right? Okay. So we see you. Uh, we see you, Miss Grace Saki. How are you doing, ma'am? Welcome to our live program, and I hope family is doing well. We see you, Miss Rosemary. How are you doing, ma'am? Welcome to our live program, and I hope family is doing well. So we see you all. YouTube are right away. Miss Rosemary doesn't play that. Right away to YouTube. Okay, so we see everyone. Okay, how are you all doing? It has been a huge blessing to have you all in this noble community. Okay. I don't know how the page is just going, slow and steady. I don't know what's going. You know how? I don't know. It's like when you done, you know. So, anyways, we thank God and we use the opportunity to welcome every member of this community, all our new members that are joining. We welcome you all. We welcome you all to the noble community. Okay. Feel free and make your stay impactful. Make your stay impactful. Okay. Be active. Make your stay impactful. Make your voice impactful. Be active in the community from the physical, online, and all of the above. Okay. Join us in making the waves out there in the society, touching lives, and making a difference. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. And we got to run. Oh, I forgot my book. I forgot my book again. Okay, we'll see. All right. All right. So let's get there. And meanwhile, we received the loan. Meanwhile, someone asked for loan, was asking if we still have the loan available. I'm sorry the message or response is coming late, but no, we do not have it. Those loans are out there, so we do not have it. And I know we've also received uh, the interest from the members, maybe some of them or one of them. So thank you for your diligence. Thank you for your integrity. Thank you uh, for being responsible, right? Okay. And no, my diary. And for the ones members contributing to the charity of the account, whatever that comes, I mean, I wish I can always come and announce stuff when they are coming there, but just know that whatever you send there, it go, it's there. But what you can do, and actually what I recommend when people do that, when you send stuff to the charity account, okay, that community account is all our account, and there is no hidden anything there, okay. So when you send the receipt to your chapter group, okay, so that you can say if it is quarter, if you're doing it your own, like quarterly, if you're doing it monthly, if you're doing it annual, anyone you do, just whatever you do that, send it, okay, and say your quarterly donation to the community paid or something. So same that, feel free, send that so that, okay, people will always know it's going there, okay. Whatever goes there is for the cause, unapologetically. Whatever goes there is for humanity, like it's for charity. No personal story or personal interest of any kind of any person, from the trustees to the admins to any of the community members. Okay, and so let's get there. The brown one. Someone is busy trying to help me immediately. The person had, forgot my book. I've been ready, trying to help. Got the first one, got the second one, and I have to be a little specific. So, Iwe Bube no Wege. Oh, yes, Iwe Bube no Wege. That's right. Iwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chineke m n'iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Ebube gị na-agara ndị gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara ndị gị ọgụ, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ọgụ. Onye ebube, Chukwu ebube, ebube gị na-agara ndị gị ozi. Iwe ebube n'onwe gị, ezi Chukwu n'iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Iwe ebube n'onwe gị, ezi Chukwu n'iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Ofu onye a na-ajụ ụwa bịara ụwa, iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Ọ dị mma, na-eme mma, iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Oke mmọnwụ na-eri oke aja, Chukwu m n'ịbụ ebube n'onwe gị. Ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ọgụ, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ọgụ. Onye ebube m, odogwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m ndị gọzi. Onye ebube m, Chinaza m ekpere, ebube gị na-agara nwa gọzi. Onye ebube, Chukwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara nwa gọzi. Iwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu Kristi chiri iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Iwe ebube n'onwe gị, oke mmọnwụ na-ete onwe ya, iwe ebube n'onwe gị. Agbarụ dịka izu agbagharị ya, n'ibu ebube n'onwe gị. Agbakuo dịka izu agbagharị ya, n'ibu ebube n'onwe gị. Ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ọgụ. Ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gị ọgụ. onye ebube odogwu ebube ebube gị na-agara magozi chukwu ebube odogwu ebube ebube gị na-agara magozi jidekwa maka ijidere m na-ekwekwala ihe mara m jidekwa maka ijidere m ịraba aka mmadụ onye eze ịraba aka mmadụ ezi chukwu na ịraba aka mmadụ ezi chukwu ịraba aka mmadụ dadịrị ịraba aka mmadụ ịramaka nke m ekpere chukwuma ịramaka ha gajụ m olebe ka chi m nọ chukwu ịramaka ha gajụ m olebe ka chi m nọ chukwuma ịramaka ha gajụ m olebe ka chi m nọ chukwu ịramaka mada ịramaka mada ekwekwala ụwa jụọ m olebe ka chi m nọ chukwuma ekwekwala ụwa jụọ m olebe ka chi m nọ chukwu ịramaka mada ịramaka mada odogwu na-eti onwe ya na ịramaka mada chukwuma ịramaka mada chukwu ịramaka mada ire ezinụlọ maka ọ gada chukwuma ịra ikwu ibe maka ha gada chukwuma ezi chukwu na ịramaka mada onye eze ịramaka mada ịramaka mada jidekwa anya ka jidere anyị ekwekwala ihe mere anyị jidekwa anya ka jidere anyị ịramaka mada ezinụlọ niile si gị jidekwa ha ka jidere ha ekwekwala ihe mere anyị onye nze m ekwekwala ihe mere anyị onye nze m ekwekwala ihe mere anyị papa ịramaka mada oziọma chukwu ka anyị na-aga oziọma chukwu ka anyị na-aga ozi chimụziri m ọ bụ ya ka m na-aga ozi chimụziri m ọ bụ ya ka m na-eme ihe nji bi ụwa m ọ bụ ya ka m na-eme ihe nji bi ụwa m ọ bụ ya ka m na-eme ihe nji bi ụwa m ọ bụ ya ka m na-eme ozi chimụziri m ọ bụ ya ka m na-aga ozi m na m ziri m ka m na-aga agaghị m arapụ ife Chineke m otu o sọrọ ụwa dị yes Lord agaghị m arapụ ife Chineke m otu o sọrọ ụwa dị ihe ọ sọrọ ụwa na-eme n'ụwa Chukwu ka mara ihe ọ sọrọ ụwa na-eme n'ụwa Chukwu ka mara Chukwu ka mara naanị ya bụ chi naanị ya ka m ga-efe ofufe naanị ya ka m ga-efe ofufe naanị ya ka m ga-akpọrọ isi ala naanị ya ka m ga-efe ofufe ọ bụ ya ka m ga-efe ofufe naanị ya ka m ga-efe ofufe naanị ya ka m ga-efe ofufe ezi chi m naanị gị ka m ga-ekpere naanị gị ka m ga-efe ofufe ọ bụ ya ka m ga-efe Ngozi Chukwu wụsamụlarụ, Amara Chukwu wụsamụlarụ, Ịfụnanya Chukwu wụsamụlarụ m, Ebere Chukwu wụsamụlarụ, Udo Chukwu wụsa ezinụlọ m, Amara Chukwu wụsa ezinụlọ, nchekwa Chukwu wụsa ezinụlọ anyị. Chai. Father, you are good. Elohim, you are good. The great majesty, you are good. Yahweh Sabaoth, you are good. A very covenant-keeping God, you are good. My God, you are good. Our Creator, you are good. The Creator of universe, you are good. The Creator of mankind, you are good. Our Protector, Lord, you are good. Our Counselor, you are good. Our Advocate, we say you are good. A big brother, you are good. Our intercessor, you are good. Our cornerstone, you are good. The pillar of our homes, Lord, you are good. The giver of children, you are good. A blessed Father, you are good. May your name, Lord, be praised today and forever. Heavenly Father, Lord, I disappear and call upon you to appear. The great majesty, I reverence you. I reverence you, Lord. I reverence you. Take preeminence, Lord. Take absolutely control, Lord. Possess the atmosphere, Lord. In the name of you, God the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen and amen. Thank you, everyone. And again, welcome to our Friday live program. This is Chris Lucci, Community Giving Life a Meaning. We on our 3 channels, Chris Lucci Initiative with double C, Chris Lucci Initiative TV on our YouTube. If you are not on our YouTube, join our YouTube. And my personal profile, we decided to remember there today at whatever it is there. We decided to say hi to that profile. We barely manage all. So today, I am also screening to the place. So feel free to watch any place of your choice. So our topic today is saying Children's Day reflection. We have a diverse community, and sometimes we may not be able to follow up with every event and the activities going on. However, we will always try our best to accommodates all. For any reason you do not feel accommodated, please lend your voice. No one is more Chris Lucci than another. Be actively involved. No one is more Chris Lucci than another. Lend your voice. No one is more Chris Lucci than another. Associate with the community because you also have what all of us need. Everyone is blessed and talented in their own unique way. And you have that unique you that the world needs. And we need it in our community. Be part of our mission and vision. So we are aware that some countries celebrated Children's Day. So we want to do a little reflection on that Children's Day. We call it Children's Day. What does that reflect? What is the reflection? What does that stand for you? What is the message of Children's Day? Do you have any message for that very day? What was impact? What was the cause of that very day? Or did we just dress them up, took them out, and that's it? Those things, other people can do that in their lives. Those activities are quite replaceable. Oh, I'm still audio. Or do we continue audio? Okay, audio thing. Okay, maybe we can stay focused, right? Continue audio, okay. Yeah, okay. So, those events, right? Other people can still do those in their lives. And guess what? They are replaceable. All those events and activities are replaceable. But the conversation, the roles you play with them on that very day is what that can make that very day meaningful. It is what that can make that very day a memorable one. It is what that can make that very day, that memory, irreplaceable. And we join the voice to say, what did you take? What is your takeaway from the Children's Day? Any plans on the Children's Day? Any review from the activities of the Children's Day? We are in 21st century where kids are now the parents. Developing brain kids are now in charge. Kids that need champions in their lives are now the ones championing. Many gaps in many aspects of parenting, trying to meet up with the fallacies of the twin that are associated with 21st century. And I ask again, What message did you take from the very day? I saw events, even the hosts or podcasts of children, the activities. There is nothing wrong with asking or by asking a child, okay, how they feel or how connected they are with the family or in their families. However, there are a lot wrong by crossing certain boundaries. A child is a child, and parents are parents. And that authority is not shared. Parental authority is not shared. It is earned. It is a responsibility. And if they don't get it now, if you do not intentionally give it to them, they will miss it. And a lot will go wrong in that generational, that lineage. When one is hurting, it affects others. Kids said, from one of the things I watched, they don't like spanking or whooping and all of those. And they are really making that narrative. And some said, uh, nobody likes it. Even parents don't like it. Okay? And then some said, if you choose to do that, then they will choose to do this. Foundational error. Catch them young. Catch them young. And you wouldn't have to deal with all them mess. Catch them young. Certain conversations are not negotiable. Children are the one telling parents how to parent them. Wow. Only in 21st century. Children are now the ones telling the parents how, because there is error in that leadership, because the champions are no longer there. Because the authorities are no longer there. The authority is no longer there. Because the roles have many vacants. Because we think that the only way we can make our children happy is by providing all they ask for. Okay. We are born millennium, our own sets, right? And experience is an asset and a very valuable one. No matter how good you are, you still need experience. Over 40 years, I think a lot has been gathered, and the child that just saw the world 5 years ago will now have to tell me how. Is that not big time error in leadership of parenting? What was your take? Or there wasn't any reflection from the events? We still promote activeness in the lives of your children, in the lives of our children. Actively being involved in the life of our kids. And I really tell people, if you cannot play the role, please do not bring in them. Yeah, I still stand on that gap. If we cannot actively be involved, please save them innocent and beautiful souls. But then if you have to get them in here, we must create time for them. We must be intentional with them. We must love them unconditionally. And we must discipline them at the same time. They want us to love them. They may want us all to love them, right? I'm not to discipline them. Unfortunately, if we do not incorporate it can never be balanced. It can never be gotten right. Who you love, you discipline. And who you discipline, you love. Having kids and leave the home from morning till thy kingdom come, too late in the evening. We know there are a lot of factors, okay? But leaving them should be with what? Trusted adults. You must leave them with trusted adults. Then if not, it is not worth it. And even at that, pay critical attention, because often many things they go through are not far-fetched. But we are too busy. And because we do not reflect, and because we do not ask questions, if what we are doing and demonstrating, like we said, it's something we will we look forward to in the nearest future, it's okay. We should continue doing it. That's our own character, our own habits. But if it is not our own personality, but if it is not something we're looking up to, time to stop. It's now. Time to stop and intentionally stop. It is now. If we got to need a help, we don't have to be in denial. If we got to need a help to work on ourselves, it is now, before it will be too late. Negligence, it's a big factor, and that can affect a child long run, and that can cause many damages in a child, from their self-esteem, through their psychological aspects, taking it to their intellectual, all the way to their spiritual, still will affect their social. Is a very big task. Is a very mighty task. And that is why we have to continue to promote and remind every family to wake up. Sometimes our kids will tell us this is how we want it. Sorry, it's not about how you want it. Wait until that brain is fully developed. You can tell us how you want it. As an adult, often you see how our values changes, right? From even a time, from things, everything sweet, 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 to everything now intentionally, sour, sour. Before we know it is now everything what bitter, bitter, because we want to stay healthy. I mean, more must not be everything, but yeah, the same thing is applicable. When they are growing, all they want, I ask this, oh yes, mom, oh yes, daughter, oh yes, son. I want this, then get it. I want it, get it. I want it, get it. Right? I don't want to wake up in the morning. I want to sleep till whenever. Oh yeah, get it. Right? I don't want to sleep on time. I want to sleep by midnight. Oh yeah, get it. You ask for it. I don't want to eat homemade food, right? I want to eat all those. Oh yeah, get it. That's right. Mom, I don't want you to talk to me. Maybe in this way and that way. Oh yeah, you are right. So get it. They're all good. Okay? But wait for those deep thoughts until when them brain are fully developed, our conversation will change. But at this process of development of that uh, powerhouse, honey, I am here to help you as your mother. I am here to love you unconditionally for who you are. I am here to be your champion. I am here to protect you. I am here to go it all round for you. And I am here to bring the better version of you. Wow. I realized by the, I don't know. Okay. So I am here to bring out the better version of you. I am here to help you not to make costly mistakes. I am here to better guide you because you are lucky to have me. I am here to give you the best. I am here to be actively in your life. I am here to say yes to what God to be yes, and I am here to say no to what has to be no. And the journey starts or continues. Communicate with these children. Communicate with them. Let them know, yes, they have champion in their lives. Let them know that. Assure them that. But separate the authority. They know, and they really try limits. Kids try limits. But when they know or understand the boundaries, You will not believe it. You will not believe it. At the beginning, it may not be so smooth. It's going to be like bumps and all of those, right? But consistency, things we do repeatedly over a long period of time, is rewarding. And then after all those talk, do we talk them, and then our life is reflecting completely over thing we they play because they are watching. Sometimes they even intentionally, they are intentional too. Okay? But there are certain things we may not even cover in the talking, but they see that in our lives journey. They will adopt it. Many things we adopt on media and different places. Oftentimes we see that, right? And we adopt the same way in our homes. We see the bad things on media, we adopt. We see the good. Sometimes we even barely adopt, right? But the intentional people will see that good and adopt it right away. Take advantage of it right away. The same thing is applicable. And we have to let them know these values will change as you proceed. Give them gift of books. Gift these children gifts of books. Power in books. Give them gifts of books. And you will also thank your future self because they will discover a lot by themselves. At the end of the day, all we will talk to them. Some might make sense, a lot may not make sense because a lot of those are not their is again maybe against their wants, right? I mean against their needs, right? But it's okay. You know the best, you do the best. I tell people when you know better, you do better. You are the one that has the authority, you are the one that knows better. Just continue what you are doing. Just make sure you are doing it with love. Make sure you are doing it with sincerity. Not you are talking this and you are doing another one. Okay? And make sure you are consistent with it. Stability. And they thank your future self. Okay. Now let's come. These are our assurances and reassurances that we are there for them. Okay. Now let's come to their opinions and their voices. There is something my dad will always say then. He will say, it's okay if a lot doesn't make sense now, but I am convinced that they will make sense later on. And the same way, and you will be glad I played this role. You know? And there is something else, you always say, he said, you may not understand it now because you don't need now, but you will understand it by the time you will need it. And it is in my place to make it available. You may not like it, but authority is in me to give you that. Everything, like I said, everything and plus, we are truth. And truth and the plus. And we are so thankful. The whooping then, did I like it? Oh. The all of them then, do I But guess what? It is the combination of all of those that contributed to who we are today and the whom I am today. And the reviewing it all, I said, I cannot allow all this just be swept under the carpet. I will share my daddy's roles and the impact as an intentional father he was. Would you want your daughter or your son to do the same? It's an inspiration. If that role is played, you cannot help it when the time comes. Especially in this community, we've been saying a lot because sometimes maybe people may not know how. Like myself, I know I want to do this, but I didn't know how. But you see, at the appointed time, even before the time, the how will show face because he says, my blessing is sufficient. We just got to what? Attract it. For over the years, I have been saying, I have a lot to say about my father. It can never contain in the book, even if I have to write second version. All can never be contained in the book. But at least I need to have a remark. I need to have a headline. I need to have a legacy. Our elder sister was the one going to do that because she recognized that on time, and she was already, doing it, and then life played its role. And my father thought it's like what a life. But Father God, still being a faithful God, knowing that all this cannot go in vain. And then what? He still put it in another of the child's heart. He placed it in another person's child, in another person's heart that didn't even know how, but can only keep writing and keep saying everywhere. The only way I can stop talking about my father is to have it in a hardcover, protected. And we say again, the more I try not to talk about my father, the more I talk about him more. What an irony. Let me open my face. And I say, all those we are not done because he was my father, but they were done and been done because he was an intentional father. Because he was diligently, actively in our lives. Because he was beyond just a provider. He was beyond just bringing money. He was present. He was big time provider. Food was never lacked on the table. And not because he was rich, but he was consistency in all he did. He was consistent in all he did. Did he get it maybe all right? Maybe no? Right? Because if I am, as a child, if I am to say, I will say there are places he could have just, sit us down and have talk than action. But guess what? When the time for that came, he adjusted or he readjusted. But at that initial time, he shared no authority and still do not share that authority. I saw his video today where they were giving him, the coach was giving him they were doing exercise, his massage, yesterday and, today, this morning. Like I look at the he's not negotiable. And he wasn't just saying it. We are saying it. And we saw, like I said, maybe many things he said, I could remember this. But the things that remains alive in me were all that I saw, or many that I saw. And if I had to have a choice then, I would say, no, have a talk. Okay, let's have a talk than action. But like I said, he knew when to switch. And even when he to switch, even though he switched like more dialogue, more conversation, right? By the time he switched, he still uses all. When our first son got married, I don't know if I've shared that. And then the first Christmas they came home. In the morning, he didn't come out for prayers the way he would do because he will still be the one ring dining bell for everybody to be coming out and we'll be waiting. And then, unlike him, he still exercised patience and he took his time. After 10 minutes, we are still waiting for him. And eventually, the wife came and, he sent first person, go call him. Send second person, second time, go call him. And we are still waiting. And by the third time after, the wife was now taking her time to reach. My dad has two kids, and he said those two kids is Amonyo Gabo in Igbo, like you can't tell who it will be, who it will go to. I said after marriage, I'm the financially successful when you have authority, nothing she's not a negotiation. He knows the son, he knows the love for him with my father is unconditional. And the same way with his discipline. So it's not like maybe you will say, this, but he believed, right? You gotta be. He's playing his role because he knew he has a role to play. And that is why he has the authority to take actions where needs be. And right away, he moved. I think maybe because when he was at peak, he was very tall and huge. So he walked right away. He walked. He was a Biafran army. And they really headed a squad. He was well trained then and headed a squad at a very tender age. I have it in my book. Okay, so all those things stayed in him. And he moved right away. On approaching that, I guess he heard his step. And then that was when he now, quickly tried to come out. Already he has the two anger, the two K. And then why he got him there? He still got that on him, but the thing just touched him. And then he now did some running. I was like, he called him Okoman, no, he said AKA, he said AKA. And then he got it and right away he's back and tell him it will be unacceptable. That this will be unacceptable. Like within few minutes, he fixed everything and then he apologized and all of that. He was like, let that not repeat. And that was it. By the next day, he rang bell. Now the wife even know. So he heard bell. Every person came out when others were coming out. These are certain things we take for granted. These are certain things we take for granted. And then at a time, right, we think that we are now powerless. Therefore, it's okay to do whatever you choose to do. Not because you cannot do whatever you choose to do as a child, right? And yeah, however, understand that whatever you are doing, okay, the consequences, if it is on the negative part, the consequences can have at the same time, right? Help the family. Everybody will at the same time, right? The reflection or the whatever it is can still reflect on the family. So you don't say maybe it is your life or if it, yeah, it is, but you are from somewhere. And your positive impacts, directly or indirectly, will, has people to affect the same way with the positive impacts. This authority we are talking about starts from now. If you lose that voice now, you can never have that voice. But like we said, all you do, do it with love and be care. Don't miss the days. Okay, don't just go now and be like I am the mother, and then you didn't study it all this while, and then you want to go do that. It does not work. If we have missed it, let's intentionally, okay, start up. If they are little, and when you are doing certain things or this thing like this, talk to them on that. To tell them this is unacceptable. Not now, not tomorrow. The things you know are not unacceptable. It is not acceptable. Not today, not tomorrow. Because oftentimes, all these, our children, oftentimes we give them responsibility as parents, like our own responsibility to them, way ahead of time, that we now lose our own voices. And then we can no longer talk. And then when we talk, it's something else. It's whatever it is. When to build it is now. And again, if we have missed it now, that's where dialogue comes in. Constant one-on-one, constantly one-on-one, constantly dialogue. Okay? Let him know the ones you can accept and the ones you cannot, because there must be boundaries. If you're going to play it in a way so that they can love you, in a way so that all of those, you will miss a lot with them, and they will blame you when the time comes. Developing brains that needed your help, you choose the other way around. You miss the core things. It's not about loving you. You are the mother. It's about playing your roles. The love will come because you impacted in their lives, because you created impactful things, irreplaceable things in their lives. It's natural. My dad never sat us down to want to, or never even behaved for us to love. No. But he ensured we didn't lack. Did we get all we asked for? No. Before you even ask, because he already said it, you even think, well, did he provide some of our wants? Yes. Did he provide all our needs within his capacity? Diligently. Within his capacity. Diligently and beyond. And then it gets to his stand. You think you can, no, he set it. And the clear expectation was there from the beginning. He had clear expectations, and it was there as a foundation. He has the right. I remember again, before I went to UNN, then when we are putting, schools, me was all these, UNN, Uniben, and some people we are putting here and there. And I remember one of my siblings again was like, why are you going all of there? Even your transportation fee alone, this and that. And then we get to the family, and he was like, no, put this school. And me, I was like, I'm going there. And then, on the family meeting, I brought it up. This is, and right away, that my sibling was like, I told you, to put it this way. You are not in charge, I'm not a champion. And we got our champion got to take place, right? Because he has his reasons, and our champion with experience and everything will determine. But don't use because of today's condition to limit me or to limit my dreams. Okay, and then he was like, and then I raised it up, and then he was like, I told you, in your jam to put so place, and right away And I was like, and then he was like, you are the Suka Benin. And right away, the champion in all of our life shunned him and said, no, right away. He said, if you and then if you commit to the expectation, if you pass it, you will do it. And then he used the opportunity to now make it clear. If you pass it, his own, can you pass it? And then he was like, even if it's Oxford, if you pass it, and then he was like, he will sell whatever he has of that, whatever, you know. He may not afford it, but this is assurance or reassurance. And then he was like, if you get it, if you do it, yes. And that was how I put my two dream schools then, as of then. Was I too proud of them now? Uh-huh. But anyways, at the time, yeah, it was, yeah, okay. And that was how I put it. And I won it. I got it. And he was so proud I got it. You know, then now your child being, not now, you know, then your child being in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. And he was, and that was how my immediate elder then that went to UNIZIK, still beautiful school, okay? During he served in Osun State, and then during his service, you know, or after his service, he now did his master's in Ife, Abafo, whatever, Ife, you know, Obafo with me or something, Ife. He now did it because he did it there because he was like, you know, stay that he was like, no, okay, Daddy said if you can, yeah. And his master's, he did it in Ife. You all know Ife, Obafo with me or whatever it is. Okay. So these are the conversations we know where, yes, we can have the dialogue, we can have conversation. You know, what's your reason? What's your this? And then, yeah, his own was like, what? If you meet to that expectation, if you meet the standard, get it. I will facilitate. And he trained me till the final. Almost 5 years. Computer science, almost 5 years with their strike. My dad, Kai. Now, when you come to conversation, having talk, telling you, like I say, his expectations was very clear. You know, as a female child, he will tell you, not disrespectful to single mothers, to anyone, okay? I'm sharing here to make impact and to reference my teaching. One of his expectations that was also clear, because like I said, yeah, Obafemi Awolowo, yeah, that's the first one. I know it's Awolowo, but then that's Obafemi, I always mix up. Thank you. Obafemi Awolowo University, yeah, that was where, you know, my immediate elder did his master's, you know. But then one of my siblings wanted us to do it, because it's close. But my dad was like, no, if you make it where the high make it, you go where the high go. It was his philosophy. He wanted the best. He wanted the best. He knows certain things, and these are certain things, okay? That's, I mean, those impacts, it's not negotiable and is irreplaceable. Okay, it's very irreplaceable. Many other things he bought for me, oftentimes I may not even remember them. You see all those things, because every other person could, you know, buy them. Even then, I ate cabin biscuits like Thy Kingdom Come. It hasn't been maybe very good 7 years I stopped cabin biscuits. I ate cabin biscuits from birth till adult age. You know? He was providing it, but then he has his reason, you know, because after my death, you know, there was an accident he had, I've shared it. And then the very day I was born, that was how those things got resolved. So, you know, so cabin biscuit was part of his Thanksgiving, that even if he's coming home and missed to buy that biscuit, he has to go back. Even before getting home, he has to go back. So when we grew up, it was like cabin biscuit, you know. And yes, knows how to listen to their female child. But my daddy, both all of us, male and female, you see, when you don't worry, there will be opportunity for all of us together. You all will hear from my siblings. You all will hear from my siblings. The opportunity will come. Oh my God. You think I talk about him? Hand over microphone to any of my siblings. Even our wives, my siblings' wives. Even the in-laws, the males, my father. Even any person that's encountered him. So that's the stuff. He is not about. I have it in my book, Gender by Bias. He didn't play that. He didn't play that. He didn't play that. And 2018, he made it more clear. All, yeah, his children. He has no one has right to this, no one has right to that. He made it, he made it more clear in 2018. Okay, so it's not, there are all those traditional words that he norms, he didn't accept. Our first son never joked with him until the weakness of body. Second son never joked with him till the weakness of body. Third, and so, never, not any single person. The same with female folks. I told you when one of my brothers, something happens in Port Harcourt and all of those, and very, very big this. By the next day, he's already in Port Harcourt. This thing I was saying was like when he was like maybe early 70s. Like he's everywhere and anywhere. When one of my brothers, a vehicle was stolen and all of those, and then they say they saw that, one of his transportation, they saw that in Lagos. He came. And then after making the arrangement and all of those with police to go to Lagos, my dad joined to go to Lagos. That one was like at maybe early 50s or middle 50s or late 50s, around the 1998 or 99, or between these 2 years. He joined. I said he was, so it's not just about maybe because African men listen to their daughters. No, it's not about my siblings, the male ones. He's like, their friend. But that friend kind of a thing started when the parenting adjustments came, because while you are parenting, you continue to re-strategize, you continue to make adjustments based on the age, right? So he was consistently making that adjustments. Yeah. Okay. So we continue to do that. But when it was like it has to be this one till it gets to a certain distance, no, he didn't play that. And that is why 8 children, 8, and they all straight by his grace. I gave it to him. And I know a lot of, our parents, we did also good. But what I am promoting is what we are talking or preaching, let's believe in it. And the same way, okay, we are doing it, okay, if we have opportunity with another child in our lives, right? Let's also make those impacts, because the children that lived with us, both relations and non-relations, he played the same impacts in their lives. But the only difference is that with them, he was kind of more firm when he, compared to us. He was much firm to them. My siblings that they are like all 5 and 6 today. There was a time he will go there. I told you when our elder brother then, purchased a vehicle, he told him no. Even though he's successful, like his business is, try all those. But because that was transferred from him, right? When the incident happened and everything. So someone has to take the business. But then he said, no, it's not yet time. And he visited, he came, and it was like, you can't have your private car yet. You will be, he said it will attract wrong people, wrong friends to you, number one. He said, 2, is a distraction. You have no wish to own them. And by the morning when he was he visits his wherever town or state you are. He goes, he knows your house, he knows everything. Jesus. I don't know. I just don't know because even till date, I am still figuring it out. I am intentionally adopting, writing so many things my dad did, but maybe with some modifications, right? Yeah, you know. And then before he left by the next morning, he told him this should go, that he's coming back weekend, that if he comes and misses, he will burn it down. And who knows, my father knows that. He may not burn it down, but guess what? The yard people, where you live tenant will hear your voice and his voice. And people knows him. Two-story building then where, we read at tenants, everybody knows him because he shows face. He wasn't visible. He was visible. He was active. His voice wasn't at the backyard. His voice was heard. His actions played. Oh, we are there. Okay? So he wasn't invisible. It's hard for people to know us without knowing my dad. No. Or my siblings, you don't know this. No, now. No. And then at a certain stage, he gives boundaries, like he allows some boundaries with you. Maybe, at a long distance or kind of, okay, giving directions, or maybe later maybe if you see certain friends and all of those, he may not talk, you even smile at the person there. Maybe you will see him the next morning. Like as I'm going, you are now adults, especially the men. You'll see him in the next morning by 4 o'clock, waking you up to have conversation with you. And that will be that. But because we know his personality, so coming to choosing friends, nobody we know better. When you are choosing friends, you know better, so it's hard to see stuff like that, or maybe saying no to all of those, because you don't just go and choose, knowing the champion you have in your life. And for him, if you get maybe a crazy person right there, he will stay right there and disgrace all of you and walk the person there, walk the person out of the house. So, but I mean, it barely exists, or maybe I cannot remember, And then when again, one of my siblings lived in a neighborhood that wasn't good, he told him no. And with those friends of these, say, I don't want them around. And then when he see, these influences, so he told they got to pack. And then sure, he moved out of the place. He know what he saw things, and he safeguard, because again, who you love you with this secret. He safeguard his territory. He guarded what God gave to him. And today, those things are safe. That was my brother, the Ezudo. There was them as a youth. My dad came and said, no. Yeah. And this thing made them, when they are investing and doing everything, they get him involved in everything. They got him involved in anything and everything. Some that he will have to do even extra verification and all he does is beyond. So again, we are talking about this, the Children's Day. Okay, was it a day you just went there and gave them ice cream, and then a day they will have some activities in school that will determine how parents will parent them? Children will determine how parents will parent them. If there is any need from that, that should be what? Professionals, not from children, not from developing brains. Teachers, we all can do better. When you are preparing, or when we are preparing these kids for certain things, please, we all can do better. Because that is like the other scenario that happened when a couple, MC was asking couple, both of you, who is more toxic? People that more likely to be, people that are still on the journey. From you just want to be popular MC. From among anything, you can ask a couple, maybe who is likely to forgive, maybe who is likely to tolerate, maybe who is likely to say I'm sorry, maybe who is likely to remember the event of today, that we will be there for each other. Impactful things, meaningful things that can Get them down to this. All you can do, who is more likely to be toxic? And they all laugh it and laugh it. And then the wife look at the man and point to you. And man, look at. And that was like, this is when we don't know when to say no. There are certain questions that will come to you. You don't answer that because you know better. Who is more likely to be toxic and who is and they will look at you and say, oh, I'm sorry, MC, can we skip that part? Yeah, nicely. That's if I want to be nice. Oh, like I'll be like, oh my gosh, MC, I'm sorry, can we skip that part? What is that? And then if I don't want to be nice, I'll be like, oh my gosh, error 101. MC, what is that? Next question, please. No, you don't have to answer everything. Yeah. But you got to know, right? And know the boundaries, to know when those comes, to know when things you will say yes to comes and things you will say no to comes, unapologetically. And then all the events they could do is to ask children, you whip us, it doesn't matter, it doesn't touch us, it doesn't do this. That's not the way to do all of those. What is that? And I still ask, what is that? And I said again, parents, we all can do better. When you are preparing this, don't just prepare that so that the congregation will laugh. Make it impactful. And then for any reason you really want to go to that aspect, right? Invite professional so that they can do justice to that. Because we still have something that is called child abuse. It will be a different topic altogether. We'll handle that so that they can balance it, so that they can also let the children know. Okay? Do's and don'ts. Who is in charge? Who is the champion? The importance and the reward of obedience. Letting them know at this younger age, you may not know it all, but trust the process. We are not saying, okay, parents, because you have the authority, let it be a safe process. That's not what they were talking about. Yeah. But in getting them right, is all involved? Yes. It's combination of all. There was one psychology book, I think I've shared it here. Is combination of all. Even as a psychology, like human, studies, they didn't even still say, the only thing they know, yeah, positive, reinforcement. But is there reinforcement? Yeah. And then at the end of the day, depending on personality of the child and the child's temperament, everything don't work for different people. There are words that maybe more of dialogue might work on. There are more, right? More reinforcement might work up with, based on their personalities and temperaments, including environmental factors. Because sometimes a parent might giving it all her best or all his best, right? And then guess what? The child might find themselves in some environment, and then environmental factors will play a role. But the good thing is that when that authority is there, when that clear expectation is there will be part of the things that can always guide that child's, right, thinking faculty, reasoning in actions and decision makings. And then with you, okay, doing the checkups for what? Directions and guidance. Because there will be a time you got to somehow step out, right? And now be more of a coach or more of what's this. But that is when you must have played that activeness or active roles in their lives. Be active in their lives. Be active. Then adjust the process as they grow. Adjust the patterns as they grow. Adjust the strategies as they grow. And you will definitely reap the fruits of your labor. But when because that is what we say, play now to enjoy later. But when it's opposite, you are playing now, right? You are playing now, you will pay later. We will pay later. If we are playing now, we will pay later. Make it very clear. As long as you do not disrespect me, you cannot disrespect the next adults. And oftentimes know when to walk away. Oftentimes know when to let it go. Oftentimes know when to step out prior to the time of waswas. Know when to step out. You don't carry every emotions and this. Someone do this and then it's all emotions and this and all of those. No. You have no control to people's behavior. You only have control. So even before that, right? Play the role. And then again, we know life happens, right? If eventually maybe it takes you on our ways, guess what? Learn it as a lesson. And then while you are still a growing child, right? Another person now wants to take advantage of you. That's where the champion in your life steps in. It's not your fight again. It's the that of the one, the champion in your life. I told you all as what the bike person or something did to me there. We got there. My dad came out. They said, go and make entry. And the so-called Okada disappeared for not less than 1 month. And then they started coming for apologies and all of those. And he said it's unacceptable. And I got my peace because then I will dismiss from work. I have just one Okada them that will take me, towards evening. He drives good where, with carefulness and all of those. And one try to play whatever there, And my dad, the champion in my life, showed face. Left his work that next morning, came out to police station, make entries and all of those, saying is unacceptable. I was in the bike. I didn't just join yours because I have one. And then I took off. You drove your own only to come and hit something on my head. He didn't find it funny. And because that man not to ride anywhere, no, for not less than 1 month. That's protection. So when all these things are being done, the champion in your life knows when to come in. Did I insult him when that happened? No. Did I do all of those when that happened? No. But now, being because it has already been instilled in me, let's say now, maybe I came there, we don't do bike here, but let's say I come there, right? Maybe enter bike there, you are another bike, I didn't go in your own. You will not do this. The mantle has already been handed over to me. The same thing he did, I will do it and plus. I will do it and plus. He mercy for you that you didn't show face in 1 month. I will deal it that maybe 1 year you will not show face. How dare you? Because the mantleship has been transferred. Okay? So you the kids, hold on, Hakuna, why you take it easy. No, hold on. There will be a time you will not be the one. But when you still have this champion in your life, right? Allow the champion to play such roles if needs be. Because you coming out to insult somebody and then babble with elderly and do all of those, you do not represent that champion in you. Okay? So wait until the full grown of that you can even trust some of your actions. Yeah. Okay? There are still some maybe you may still not do by yourself. Then that champion is still always there, still always present to assist. So we take it back to round it up. Parents, I'm talking to all of us, including me. I am, by His grace. And to our potential parents, we are doing Children's Day reflection because we see the 21st century children developing brains, trying to direct us how to parent them, trying to tell us how to parent them, trying to be the parents, trying to have the authority of parents. Okay? And we say, the champions in their lives, what are you all doing? What went wrong? Who has that mantleship? Who has that authority? Set clear expectations. Love them unconditionally. However, set clear expectations. There are unacceptable things, and make them clear they are unacceptable. Not now, not tomorrow. The acceptable ones, let them know, so that they can also better shape and reshape their own life journey, so that peace can be to everybody. Because what affects them directly or indirectly will affect the family. And their success, the same time, directly and indirectly, reflects in the family. But if we fail to do this, those things being built today, we don't want to have no regrets. It's a wake-up call. If you haven't done that reflection, have time to have it. And always create room for them to share their fears and the concerns with you, not parenting. No, not parenting. They don't know what it is. They should wait. They should follow the process. Okay? They are not in that authority. They will share with you their fears and the worries. They should feel free to do that. And you, the champion in their lives, we assure them and reassure them. Be actively involved in their lives and be intentional, and ensure that your actions are good reflection of your words. Thank you. Please, every child is a genius. It's ongoing. Check the link and ensure to register your eligible child or kids. We are saying thank you again for people that have been diligently sending their donations to charity accounts. Fidelity Chris Lucci Charity Initiative accounts. Some people did annual, quarterly, monthly, and all of those. So whenever you send it, it's going there. Thank you for being that diligence to your promise or to your word or whatever it is, okay? And we're using this opportunity to let us know that we are still looking up. We are still looking out for sponsors. We still have a lot to do. We still have a lot to do. We are still need sponsors. Again, no government or all those are still helping us now. And we do not partner with any government or anything for now. We are still working on the ministry affairs or something. Okay, we haven't registered with them yet. We are still on the process. We are still on the process. So hopefully when we do that, we'll see. However, we are unstoppable, we are unshakable, and we are not afraid of what God will still use this noble community we do. Hallelujah. Nke n'ụkama, ana m agwa gị sị gị na Chukwu ga-aza anyị ekpere. Agwara gị sị gị na Chukwu ga-aza anyị ekpere. Agwara gị sị gị na eluigwe ga-aza anyị ekpere. Maka ọlụ anyị na-alụ bụ ọlụ Chukwu ka mma. Are we going to tell God when and how He will do it? No. But are we confident that He will do it? unapologetically, without fear. Okay. And then our new chapters, our zonal admins, let's have. Okay, please. The other time I made a mistake. I was saying somebody, Miss Chiamaka and Miss somebody. Both names were confusing me, but eventually I think it was Miss somebody in Anambra, not the one I was talking about. I verified that with our admin, so she wasn't in Benin. Okay, she's in Anambra. She's not in Benin. She's in Anambra. So the Miss Faith somebody in Benin is the admin. I'm sorry, I'm not putting the whole name, but that's the first name I remember now is Miss Faith. So will be the Benin admin. So our admins, please, let's have all those names there. Okay, let's have them in their chapters so that we can continue. I am sorry, this thing seems to be taking time, but uh, it's part of the process, okay? It is part of the process for the good of all. Imo State, thank you for the person traveling back and forth to Owerri to get that orphanage contacts and the verification. And on behalf of Chris Luchi Charity Initiative, we appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, hopefully by Tuesday, you will give us the complete everything. Actually, the lady reached out to me yesterday, and that was like, it was just that yesterday that I got the news, but it's still incomplete. So I told her I'll be getting back to her. Okay, on behalf of Charity Children's Day, okay, on behalf of the Children's Day program, that has already passed. Every child is a genius, will be receiving 5,000 naira from the community. Every child is a genius. We'll be receiving 500, hold on, 5,000 naira from the community. Okay, admins, you all know them. Okay, so that will be our Happy Children's Day to them, and then reaching out to other children in the community. Okay, uh, and we are calling on everybody. In any chapter you find yourself, be that Chris Luchi Charity Initiative unapologetically. Be that leader, be that inspiration, be that best in any way you find yourself. Do not compare any chapters. Please do not compare. Do not compare. We are using this opportunity to appreciate our Ezinne that donated refreshment to Enugu State. Enugu State will be having their physical meeting, and they are raising send money for their refreshments. Miss Goodness, our Anambra admin, also send money to add to their refreshments, and I think that is like a total of I think about 30,000 naira. May the great rewarder, the God that sees both in secret and in publicly, and the public, reward you mightily and grant your beautiful heart desires. Also, we have an anonymous that donated 15,000 naira to the community account, and she wants us to use that money to support, I almost forgot this, to support a member here that has a business. A member that has a business. She said, any person I choose is okay, by that member. And I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, all these things is not so whatever to me. But I don't know. I'm clicking, I'm looking now. I'm looking. Therefore, on behalf of Chris Lucci Charity Initiative, I am donating that 15,000 naira to I have two people I'm considering here. May God's name be praised. The first person that came to my mind, I will get it to. So we are donating that 15,000 naira to Miss Grace Saki. Add this to your business, and may your business continues to flourish to the greater glory of God. And this member that donated this money and says she wants to use it for business support, for whatever that is your heart desire of this seed sowing, whether you know what that is or whether you just did it as inspired. May the owner of humanitarian work, may the owner of the gospel, may the owner of humanity meet your own very needs. May whatever you will use to live life never be scarce for you. Whatever you need in your life journey that will beautify life, that will make you to smile, that there is God. May heaven, may heaven, may heaven crown that to you. Anywhere na-emepe ụzọ, the heaven that opens door, may he always open every doors of favor, beautiful hearts, longevity, and anything beautiful that cometh from him. May you live in good health to enjoy your journey and fruits of labor. May he save you always. May he save your household. May he watch over you and all that concerns you. And I extend this to the entire community. The same prayer to the entire community. May God open our insight more to understand the course we are in. And may he provide for us. And may he help us to be that doers of the words, not just the hearers. May he favor you all in a very special way to feel and experience what meaningful life is our declaration in the name of Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much. So, time. Admin, for the people here, okay? See the people that needs or wants a snack. Let's get them, okay? Either snack of 1,005 or 2 gigabytes. From me, small me and humble me, to you all, Have a wonderful weekend.